guys, we're back, and today we're going to be having a girl talk, and I'm going to be chatting with you just about some girly things. I have a little stuffed animal here to keep me company on this little chat journey. So yeah, hope you like the video. Let's get started. I'm just going to go in order. I have a list on my computer of all your guys' questions that you asked me on Instagram. So yeah. So the first one is, do you have any advice for styling your hair? Also, hi Emery. I have a few of those questions. Any advice? I can just tell you what I do, like for curling my hair and everything. Like this is like, I love my hair curled, but yeah. I have one of those rods or / wands where you just like wrap your hair around it basically, and it like heats up, and that's what I do, just my whole hair. This might be a hot take. It probably is a hot take. I don't think that, what's it called, the heat resistant like spray works. That's probably a hot take. Like, I don't know, maybe I just haven't found the right one, but like, hey, if you guys have any recommendations, I low-key need it, because I don't use heat protectant when I probably should. I just don't find one that, I can't find one that actually works, that you don't have to physically like get your hair basically wet in the heat protectant to make it work. Anyways, that's what I do with my hair. I've also posted like a mini hair tutorial on my social media, so if you want to look at that. So yeah, how do you make friends after you leave school? All the people I talk to now, I won't have when I leave. That is a hard one, honestly. I didn't really have that many friends in high school. I had like a few here and there that were like good friends, but we weren't like close. Like we'd just be friends in school, but we wouldn't really hang outside of school that much. Just honestly talking to people, especially right when you get out of high school, everyone's going to be looking for new friends because everyone's going to be in the same situation as you. That's what I learned. That's what I realized. I met my friends at church, also like through roommate, through online, because again, like just people on like, if you're going to college, this is really helpful. Get Snapchat. I never had Snapchat until I went to college. There should be a group for your college on Snapchat. So for example, I go to NAU. My group is called like 2027 NAU 2027. So it's my graduation year, and it's people that are like my same age, you know. And so that's where I found my current roommate, Paulette, which I literally love. So yeah, just like certain things that you can do. Again, like maybe at work, if you have like a job, you can ask people like, hey, like, do you want to maybe go get like coffee or something sometime? Again, everybody is looking to make friends right out of high school too, and like the new environment and everything. So if you just talk to people, or if you're like asked to hang out, that's a really simple way, because again, everyone's in the same boat as you. You're not alone. So that's what I did, and that definitely worked and helped and everything. Next question. What is it about being a girl in the modern world? This question literally sucks. There's also a similar one about like, how's it being like a Christian girl today? It's so hard. It literally sucks. It literally sucks. Like, I give you an example. I swear, every single day I look either in like comments on my videos or like in my DMs. People are like, oh, when is the OnlyFans dropping? Oh, like, are you like, you're totally a bob. Like, she's definitely like a bob. Like, basically, like, post pictures on Instagram. Again, that's literally not me at all. I literally swear, I feel like I literally post about God every single day, or like I talk about it. It's like very like clear. I don't know. It's just weird how people, I don't know if it's like a stereotype of like a girl posting on social media automatically means that they're a bop. It's just weird. Again, and I'm just like, I don't know where people get that from. Like, what do I do to make people think? I feel like it's like a stereotype, but it's just like, why? I'm like not doing anything, like posting anything to make it seem like I'm just post just normal girl content, normal singing content. It's just like, I'm not posting anything that's like, oh, she's definitely a bop. Oh, when is OnlyFans coming? Oh, like, where can I find your OnlyFans? It's just like, no, question mark. Again, just like stuff like that. And again, I've had guys ask for feed pics, and I feel like that's just every single girl who posts anything on social media, or even has a social media has guys being like, I want feet pics, send me a picture of you, being creepy, and I'm just like, why? Like, God, like, can just men just like stop? Can we just have like a social media platform that's like strictly for females? Like, that'd be like awesome, but it's just like, it's so hard. It's so hard. Again, like my friends too, and it's just like having some stuff with guys, not being able to post stuff because of like creepy men, and it's just like, you're being a Christian, you post Christian content, and you still have people talking about to you inappropriately, and it's just like, what else can I do? Again, it's just like a thing that we somehow like normalized in like modern world with like being a Christian, and like posting is like there's just gonna be guys that are creepy saying weird stuff, and it's so wrong. It's messed up. We shouldn't have to deal with that. So yeah, that's my point of view. I hate it. I hate that part of it. But other than that, it's like nice connecting with people other than there being creepy men, which sucks being a girl, because then you have to worry about that 24/7. It's just like, it's so annoying. Anyways, next question. Okay, what do girls like most in a man, do I think? I think this is a guy asking this question. What do girls like most? Me, what I like most in my boyfriend, which someone also asked, do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I'm in a 4.5-year-long relationship. So yeah, what do girls like most in a man? There's a lot that I like most in like my particular guy. Again, he always puts me first, is like one of the big things for me. He always puts me first. He always like makes sure that I'm good, that I'm happy. Small things like opening the door, giving you compliments all the time, or maybe there's like dishes or something, like, hey, like, oh, I'll do the dishes, or like, hey, I'll buy food for you. Stuff like that is like really like, that's like sweet. Just like small like things like that really make me happy. Just knowing that he cares about me. Again, him putting me first in those situations is one of the particular things that I really like in a guy, especially because my man does it all the time, and again, that's what I love about him. So yeah, I would say that it's one of the biggest things for me. Another question, why do pads gotta cost money? That's what I'm like. Same thing with tampons. Why? And I literally swear to God, I'm spending like it feels like I'm spending like $50 a month. I'm kidding, it's not that crazy, but it's just like, we should not have to spend anything for the stuff that's just like, that we literally can't control. Like, why are we spending like, I don't know, like, is it like $10 or something for a pack? I could be spending that at Chipotle. Why am I spending it on something that I can't control? I don't know. I think that's also messed up. Again, another hard thing about being a girl in modern society, having to pay for stuff that we literally can't control. So yeah, I also think it's annoying too. And I'm sure every girl can also agree and be like, yep, literally stinks. It does. Okay, next question. Should I panic if I get my period in school and I got nothing on me or in me? It depends on your load. For me, I have an extremely heavy load, or had an extremely heavy load, and I would literally be freaking out. Like, I'd just like, if you're in that situation, like literally ask any girlfriends that you know, and if like all of them are like no, like this might be like embarrassing, but like you have to go to the nurse's office and just be like, hey. Or also, and I know in my high school they had it, but I feel like in most high schools they're making it like more common to have pads and tampons in bathrooms, so there's also that. Yeah, so like I would say number one, go to like friends or females. I'm sure if like there's anyone around you, I'd be shocked, because I used to carry them all the time. I'd be so stressed of like leakage and everything. As friends, second of all, I would see if there's any in the bathroom, or if there's a girl in the bathroom that you can ask, because usually there would be, especially if it's like in a class. Usually someone's like dealing with the same thing or whatever. And again, if there's no one with that, I mean, last like resort is like go to the nurse and just be like, hey. But yeah, low-key, I would be stressing because like it's happened before. I'm just like got on my period early and I'm like literally have nothing on me, and then one of my friends has something, thank God, but I have an extreme load where it's just like, yeah, it's bad. I mean, I'll talk more of that later because there's other questions on that too, but yeah. Next question. Let's see. Okay. When you first started your period, did your dad know, and was he uncomfortable or weirded out? So I started my period at 13, extremely late. I would think I was like the last person in my class in 7th grade, like very end of 7th grade basically. When I started my period, I just told my mom. I was literally I was in white shorts. I have a swingy chair in my room, and it has a white cushion. I was just sitting on that, playing on my tablet or something, and I get up and there's like period blood everywhere, and I'm just like, okay, great, started my period. I just told my mom, but she's like was talking about me for like a long time. Obviously it's fine. I was like, okay, started my period. And she's like, okay, just washed everything was fine. But she was the one who told my dad. My dad is, I'm like lucky enough to be like a dad's girl, basically. Like, I love my dad. My dad's awesome. Like, I'm really close with him. So like, even like I like bringing anything up, it's not awkward, just because, you know, he's very like supportive, and just like there for me basically. But I didn't have to tell him if I didn't feel comfortable and tell him. My mom just told him, yeah, when I started, and it was fine. So I didn't have to worry about that at all. And then you don't have to tell him. It's none of his business if it's like uncomfortable to talk about. You don't have to. You don't even have to tell anyone if you don't want to, honestly. Like, it's just your business. But yeah, again, he doesn't care. Sometimes I just would walk downstairs and I would just be like, Mom, we need to go get tampons, and my dad would be there, and he'd just be like, okay. But he was kind of like, don't talk to me about this stuff. Whenever he doesn't really care. It's like, it's whatever, because So yeah. Okay, how do I get my makeup to last all day, and how do I do my eyelashes? Okay, so makeup, I'm not a good person at answering this question, because my makeup does not stay on all day. Number one thing for me, why my makeup wipes off or like doesn't last all day, I touch my face an insane amount. I'll go like this, I'll like be laying down somewhere and my head will be like resting against something, or I'll like scratch my face. Just like a lot of face touching I do, it wears off. But to help so that's number one thing. I feel like, don't like touch your face, be cautious about it. I don't really care that much. I'm like, if I'm not, I'm like, whatever, like, just touch my face, it doesn't matter. But yeah, if you want like your makeup to last all day, try to prevent touching your face. Primer, I like the e.l.f. primer, like the sticky stuff, that works a lot for me. And then get a good setting spray. I haven't found a good setting spray that works, but definitely like do research and find a good setting spray that works. And that should help. Also, like, the less makeup you have on, obviously, like, it's not going to take us like it's gonna be like more difficult to get it all off, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense at all, but yeah, hopefully that helped. And also eyelashes, I just crimp them and I do mascara. The L'Oreal Paris mascara is literally the best mascara. I know I'm not the only one who's saying this. Like, my mom got me on it. I've seen a ton of girls all over social media doing it. So yeah, that's all I do. Fake lashes do not look good on me. Also, that's just a lot of work, and I'm like, I look fine with just mascara and crimping. That's what I do. But yeah, can you be in life with someone from your class and live with someone in your class? Can you be in, sorry, I don't know why. Can you be in love with someone in your class? I don't know why that took me so long to get. Can you be in love with someone in your class? Yeah, I got in 8th grade, my English class, it was assigned seating always. One time we got in assigned seats, it was this guy, me, and this other girl. And me and this guy, I was like obsessed with him the entire time that I was like paired up with him. He was like top of his class, super smart, always be the one to answer the questions and like get on point. The teacher, of course, was obsessed with him because of how smart he was, and he'd answer, and I was like obsessed with him. And then little did I know that he was also like obsessed with me, like has been obsessed with me like the entire year in 8th grade, the school year, and everything. And it became like a rumor, not really a rumor, but like it became known in the school that I liked him and he liked me. People would make fun about it and jokes. We're literally in middle school. It's like, yeah, middle school thing. And then COVID happened, and one thing I had, like, I wanted to reach out to this dude. The only thing I had was his email, so I emailed him, got his phone number through email, And it was all that. So yeah, I fell in love with someone in 8th grade, in my 8th grade English class, and we're still together 4.5 years later. So yeah, I would say yes, you can definitely be in love with someone in class. I was in love with someone in my 8th grade English class. So if it's in like high school, if it's in college class, I would say yeah, definitely possible, as it happened with me. Okay. So basically, please talk about shaving, or like if you have any tips, etc. I find a good razor that works for you. I use the Venus. I think that's what it's called, the Venus kind. Works really well. You can change out the tips and everything. I love that kind. Also, find a good like exfoliator. That could be like shampoo, like body wash. Some people use conditioner. I use body wash and my friend gave me like this body butter that I use. You can really use anything to exfoliate or to just like your skin is like way softer if you put like a layer on your skin, especially your legs, and then shave after. So again, like body wash is my go-to, or like body butter or something like that, I would say. And find a good razor that you like. I heard that my roommate said that if you have like thick or like dark hair and everything, that men's razors are better than that. So you could try that. My roommate says that it works and it helps for her and everything. So yeah, those are my tips about shaving and everything. What is it like to go through a breakup? Fortunately, I didn't really have to go through a breakup. I've been with my current boyfriend since I was in 8th grade, and I did have like a mini 7th grade relationship that literally is just not serious at all. We had like a breakup because we both moved schools, and it was just like not serious. Like it just didn't matter. He was like, hey, I think we should break up, and I'm like, okay, yeah, me too. And it was just like whatever, like no one cared. So yeah, I don't know exactly what it's like, but like seeing my friends and everything go through breakups, like it's like they literally need someone to be there for them like 24/7. Like again, like with me, I like to give them a gift. I like to go get them flowers and maybe like ice cream or like food or something that I know they like or enjoy. We'll give them in like a little basket or something, and I just like, so that they still like know that there's people out there who care for them and everything. So I know it's just like you just feel like alone, like you don't know what to do, because sometimes you feel like it's like a blind side basically, or if you're the one breaking up, you still feel awful about it. And it's just like, I know they just need, if you go through a breakup, you just need people constantly like there for you, so you know that you're not alone in the situation. So I try to be that person whenever like any of my friends or anyone that I know is going through a breakup, just to be there for them, because I know they're going through a hard time. So I don't know what it's like going through a breakup, but I know how I could help people going through a breakup. I don't know if that answered the question, but yeah. Okay, next question. What's your favorite bikini brand that actually sells good quality bikinis? So I live in Arizona. Obviously it gets hot. It's hot in like December. It's hot like all year round. They sell bikinis like literally like throughout the entire year and everything. I love getting my bikinis from Target. Like those are like good quality. They're reasonably priced. It's not like $50-$60 for a top and a bottom, which is absolutely ridiculous for me. I'm sorry, but about $100 for a bikini. Are you serious? It's literally like a bra and underwear. Like, I'm sorry, why are you paying $100 for a bra and underwear? I don't know. Like, literally at that point, just wear your bra and underwear that you can get for like $5 to go swimming. No, I'm kidding, but it's just ridiculous. So my favorite place to go is Target. Plus, I like to try them on. I know some people are like buying them online. When I was younger, I bought a swimsuit from Cupshe, and I like loved Cupshe, especially with like growing up. I didn't want to like show that much. I was just like one pieces like all the way and everything. Cupshe, I don't know what they're like anymore. Again, this was like pre-COVID times. But I like Cupshe online, but definitely Target is my number one. They have a lot of options. Again, you can try them on. They're good quality. They're not expensive at all, affordable. So yeah. Have any period tips for school? I kind of already went over this. yeah, I'm just gonna talk about my experience with having a period in school, and I think with that I'll like say tips and just talk about it. But yeah, again, like I said, I got my period at 13 and everything, so going into like 8th grade up, I got it at the end of 7th grade, especially with school. So my period, insanely heavy, like a concerningly amount heavy. And I didn't know this, and my mom didn't really know anything about it because my mom had an insanely light period, like only like a few, maybe like 3 days in a week, and she'll have it like once every like 6 weeks, and like extremely light. And I was literally, I'm not even joking you, like for me, like the second day, I would get it like night, so second day basically, horrid. Go to school, literally, I would, one of the Ultra tampons, literally bleed through it in less than an hour. Let me say that one more time. Literally bleed through an Ultra tampon in an hour. Less than an hour. That's how bad it was, okay? I really had to wear a tampon and a pad, and sometimes just because it would leak so much, I just couldn't, it was just, I don't even, it's such a nightmare. Like, for example, I would go to the restroom, put a tampon in, go to class, and like you kind of feel like if like you bled through. And so like during class, or like towards the end of class, I was like I want to go to the restroom, make sure like I didn't bleed through or anything and such. Go to the restroom after this one class period, 50-minute long class period. Go to the restroom, figure out that I bled through this Ultra tampon that I put in less than an hour beforehand. Literally a nightmare. Like, how am I supposed to like live life? Like, I literally like would have to like change the tampon like every like 45 minutes. But like I had the strat where I would like put a Ultra tampon in, and then I had like an Ultra pad underneath, and it was like uncomfortable because obviously like that's just a lot down there. That's a lot, especially with like the amount of blood. But it was just like having to change so much, and it was like, obviously you can kind of imagine how the cramps were too in school. You just be sitting there, you're just like, my tummy hurts. Yeah. So any tips? Pack lots of extra of tampons, pads, whatever you use. Also Tylenol worked for me with tummy aches and like period cramps and stuff going away. I don't know if you're supposed to use that. That's what my parents told me, and that's what, I don't know, other girls do. And so it's like, okay, and that helps for school. Also, I did get on birth control, and that really slowed down my period and helped me a lot. Like, I didn't realize how bad it was until I got on birth control and realized the normal flow that people have. Like, on birth control, basically, I have my period once every month, basically. At the end of every single month, I have it for 3 days. You know how much period blood that comes out? In total of 3 days, maybe like one Ultra tampon in like those 3 days. All the period blood can fit in like one Ultra tampon or whatever. And yeah, again, 3 days in one is better than in like less than an hour, all the blood fitting in like one tampon. And my cramps went down. Like, I still have them, but they're very minor. And also it like helped me with stress, because when I get my period, I'd be so stressed about like leakage and everything, and like the cramps. It would just be like a horrible week, because also my period would last for like 7 to 8 days, maybe even 9 days. Like, really, it would last a week to a week and a half. And so going on birth control definitely like helped that a lot, and made it like maybe stop stressing about it, like had control and everything. And so if it's like my case where it's like so bad, I would consider it, like maybe like ask a doctor, ask a parent, and be like this is like how bad my period is, like what are the options and everything like that. But yeah, one of my old roommates like went on it at like 14, just because again like periods were so bad, to the same thing that I had, and it helped. So yeah, that's my tips. That's also like the period that I went through. So yeah, next question. How to easily get guys interested. I wish there was a way to get guys easily interested. if they're like minorly interested and you can tell that they just like kind of like you, like a thing to make them like you more that I've done and I've also heard work, is like definitely being the girl and like doing the first move, or like being the one to ask for their number, or like being the one to just like grab their hand and hold their hand or something. That was me. I was the person who did that with my current boyfriend. I was the one to ask for his number or to give him my number, and I was like, yeah, first one like do the hand holding and all this stuff. So yeah, I wish there was a way for guys to get easily interested. Again, like with me, I just like I wouldn't really try for any guys that wouldn't like me back, because I just do not want to risk of being the situation where it's just like, oh yeah, I just like got with you just because that would be fun, not because I actually liked you. Like, that's like my worst nightmare. I'm like, I just don't trust that type of thing. So if like I know a guy likes me back, I like think he's cute, or I think like that I would like him, I'd just be like, okay. So yeah, I wish there was a way. I really do wish that there was a way to get guys easily interested. Oh yeah, hopefully that advice helps. I'm sorry. I wish I could give better advice. Anyways. Dang, what's the next question? Oh, okay. How do you get through a crush on a guy that you have history with, but is crossing a weird line? That stinks. That actually stinks. Like, crossing a weird line. Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those things that, like, I feel like this might be weird. You need to find, like, a new crush to, like, or something else to focus your attention on. You, like, it's like a new guy to, like, focus your attention on rather than him. But, like, finding something else to divert your attention than with this guy and be like, oh, like, he's being weird, I need to find something else. Maybe just, like, maybe focus on, like, a friendship or something, do something with a friend. Or just, again, find, like, a new guy to, like, just maybe, like, have a crush on and whatever, and, like, think about him, rather than just, like, the past guy who's being weird. So, yeah, that's what I would say. Anyways, next question. I know it's not a music question, but what's your opinion on people cracking bones? I can't stop. So it's fine. I don't mind if people crack bones, just the noise is just, like, makes me, like, be like, oh, just hearing people, like, people in class will just be like, just like cracking their bones. Just the noise, I'm just like, it just makes me, like, you know, noises that just make you be like, oh, I don't like hearing that noise. That's that with people cracking their bones. It's just like, stop, like, the noise is just, I can't take the noise. Yeah, I don't mind. I did run into one person though, like one of my neighbor's friends, who she was like, don't crack your bones ever, like, I've been doing it like every day, like multiple times a day for years. And for example, this is like the hand of a normal person, like who does like just a normal hand. I say normal person, like a normal like hand. Her hands like were like this, like they were all like tilted to the side basically, like her fingers maybe like, I don't know, to one side, just because of how much she cracked her like knuckles. They like all of her fingers shifted to the side until she's like, don't crack your knuckles or your bones. Yeah, I don't care. Again, that's just the noise that like ekes me out, but again, I don't really care. I do it, so it's just like, again. Okay, I just wanted to ask if you have any tips for period cramps. Yeah, so again, for period cramps, Tylenol, have on you. If you know you're gonna like about to start your period, or if you're on your period, have Tylenol at all costs. Sometimes just like snacking on stuff. I know when you just like your mind thinks about like the food, you like it takes away just like the pain because you're not thinking about it. You're thinking about like how good like a certain food is. I know it helped me. Again, I would say those two things. And then I heard like a weighted stuffed animal. Stuffed animal is weighted, and just like putting it on the area and just laying down also helps. Also, like I feel like would help. Yeah. Those are the only tips I have. Or just like laying down, just like it sucks. I hate period cramps too. But yeah. What is the appropriate age to date? I don't know if I already answered this question. Middle school. 7th grade, appropriate age to date. Also, I am very biased because I got in a relationship at 8th grade. And I was also in a stupid little relationship. in 7th grade. So I think that's like an appropriate age to start. Like, obviously it's not really going to be serious then, you know, but like, again, I wouldn't mind. Like, I think that's appropriate age to start like dating and everything. I feel like that's also a hot take, but again, I'm biased. But yeah. Okay, I like a boy, but not enough to date him. He's a great guy, but keeps pushing me into dating. What do I do? Don't do it. Do you hear me? Don't do it, please. I've had personal experiences. I can't even list off the amount of my friends who've had personal experiences with guys who push you into doing things. Especially if the guy pushes you to date him, he's going to be pushing you to do other things in the relationship. Let me say this again. He's going to be pushing you to do things in the relationship that you won't be comfortable with. You just do not want to be in that situation whatsoever. Just say no before it starts. No. Anything that, like, a guy or any person who's pushing you into doing anything, if you say no, if you already said no, I'm like, oh, come on, like, do not do it. Do not, like, stop being friends with him. Stop everything. Like, no. No. Even if you like him, you could find someone else that's not going to be pushing you into doing things you're uncomfortable with. Okay? Please, for the love of God, don't do it. Please, please, please. If there's a guy, again, any person pushing you into doing anything, especially when it comes to dating, no. Big red flag. Again, it's just going to progressively be getting worse throughout the entire relationship, where he's just going to have control on you. You're not going to be able to do things without his permission, or he's going to be, again, pushing you to do things that you don't want to do or aren't comfortable with. So please, for the love of God, just say no and move on. Yeah. Okay, last question. How do I navigate my emotions towards a future husband when I'm waiting for God to give me one? This is going to be really bad advice, and I know everyone gives this advice, and I know you're just going to be like, Charlotte, that's bad advice. When you know, you know. Like, you'll know when you'll know. Like, you know you found the one. Like, you will know it. God will tell you that this is the one. Again, that's what happened with Andrew and everything. There's like, I watched this movie. I forgot what it's called. It's on Netflix. It's like Life Notebook or whatever. This was actually really good advice, but it said, when in a relationship, like, if you're gonna date someone or like even consider being in a relationship with one, make sure like the person checks off these 3 boxes. And it's, do you see him being your husband? Do you see him raising your kids? And can you tell him anything? Like, do you feel comfortable telling him anything and everything? And if the answer is no to one of those questions, likely is that either you're not close, likely is that he's not the one, basically. Like, he's not the one. But just have like an open mind with your relationships, being like you shouldn't get in a relationship. Well, I shouldn't say that. When you're like at least an adult, you shouldn't be getting in a relationship. This is my personal opinion. Okay, sorry to cut off, but this is my personal opinion. I don't think you should be getting in a relationship with someone that you don't see marrying, because I feel like it's just like a waste of time. And like, you'll get super close to this person that you know you don't want to marry. It's going to be even more difficult to get out of it, you know? But you just have to be like open. And again, same thing. Make sure like you the guy like you are dating, like that you want him to be your husband, or you can see him being your husband in the future. Also, kids, make sure again that he'd be a good father, that you'd be happy with him being the father of your kids. And then the third one is like are you comfortable to tell him everything, you know? So yeah, and again, God will tell you. You will know when the one is in front of you. Like, you'll get signs from God. Like, I can't like say exactly what, but like God will tell you if he's, and you will know. God will tell you and you will know if he's the right one. But just be open about it and everything. But yeah, that's like the best advice I could give for that question. Yeah. I hope I answered all your guys' question on the girl talk, and I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys will like if I do more videos like this, or if it's something that you want to see, let me know. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for joining me. I hope I answered your questions. But yeah, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. So yeah.